We've all watched those epic Viking movies, right? The roaring feasts, mead horns clashing, gold spilling like water from a tipped bucket, heroes bellowing toasts, flames leaping high. But here's the gut punch. What happens when the embers cool? When the warriors stumble off to their beds, bellies full and egos fatter? That's the untold chapter, the one about the noblewomen, the queens, the princesses, the chieftains' daughters, whose grand halls just got torched and toppled. Their stories? Not some fluffy side note. No, they were the cold calculus of conquest, a strategy sharper than any axe. This isn't your fairy tale romance with a brooding hero swooping in. Oh, hell no. This is the raw aftermath, cheers fading, and the real toll crashing down like a North Sea storm. We're diving into 7 fates that history tried to bury. Real ones, pulled from dusty annals and sagas. No Hollywood gloss here. If you're hooked on this gritty, fact-checked truth, smash that subscribe button. It's the rocket fuel that keeps channels like this alive. And hey, drop a comment. Which corner of the world are you tuning in from? Stateside in Texas? Rainy London streets? Let's make this a global campfire chat. This script? It's locked down with sources you can trust. The Annals of Ulster, the Laxdæla Saga, chronicles from old monks who didn't sugarcoat squat. No myths, just the bone-chilling facts. All right, let's crack it open. Number 1. The Women of Howth, 821 AD. Picture this. Jagged Irish cliffs, waves pounding like war drums. The Annals of Ulster drop it cold, like an accountant's tally. Howth was plundered by the heathens. They hauled off a slew of women into captivity. Boom. Howth. That's your posit today, folks. A thumb of land sticking out into Dublin Bay, guarding the north like a stone sentinel. Not some random hit and run. This was a heist, precision engineered. And in the 9th century, the hottest commodity wasn't gold. It was people. These women, high-born ladies with silk gowns and silver torques, yanked from their lives in one bloody swipe. Under Norse rules. Poof. They're thralls now. Bottom rung, not humans. Property. Chattel you could trade like a bad horse. Imagine the horror, shoved onto a longship's deck, bodies jammed like sardines in a storm-tossed tin. Salt spray stinging eyes, screams swallowed by the gale. That North Atlantic crossing. A meat grinder, weak ones. Gone, swallowed by the sea. Survivors washed up in Dublin. Yeah, that Dublin, the Viking boomtown, turned Europe's biggest slave bazaar. Sorted like livestock. This one's sturdy for weaving, that for birthing heirs. A fit young noblewoman, she'd pull 12 to 20 ounces of silver. That's a whole damn farm's yearly haul back when silver was king. Buyers, Norse farmers in Ireland, or shipped north to Hedeby in Denmark, Birka in Sweden. Hell, some routed down Russian rivers to the Byzantine gold mines or the Abbasid spice palaces. Their talents, spinning wool finer than spider silk, brewing potions that saved kings, now, just bumped up the auction price. The annals, not one name, zilch. They were stats, a line in a ledger, erased, folded into the Viking profit machine, confiscated, catalogued, silenced forever. Can you feel that chill? These weren't faceless extras. They were daughters, sisters, queens in waiting. Their worlds, shattered for silver. Number 2, Melora of Munster, mid-10th century, Ireland to Iceland's frozen hell. Fast forward a bit, the Icelandic Laxdæla saga, penned 2 centuries later, finally gives one a name. Melora, daughter of a king. Mirjatak, they called him, ruler of Munster's misty hills. Around 956, her fairy tale life exploded, Viking longships slicing the coast like knives through butter. She's grabbed, high-born beauty in a world that chews up the pretty ones first. Dragged to Norway, slapped on the block in a reeking market square. Enter Hoskuld Dalakolsson, big-shot Icelandic chieftain, rubbing shoulders with King Harald Fairhair on a trade run. He spots her. That poise, that fire in her eyes despite the chains. What's her name? He barks at the trader, a greasy Russ merchant named Gilly. Shrug. Dunno. Hoskell doesn't blink, drops 3 marks of silver, 24 ounces, pure as fresh snow. That's triple a prize cow's tag. He didn't just buy her body, he bought her quiet. The whole sail to Iceland. Silence. Years in his hall as concubine, side piece, mother to his son, Olaf. Everyone whispers, mute girl, sad. But was she? Oh gods, no. That hush, her shield, her last scrap of soul in a cage of turf and timber. Then, bam, the veil rips. Hoskuld strolling by a babbling brook one crisp day. Hears voices, Gaelic, soft as a lullaby. It's Melora, crouched with their toddler, whispering secrets. Your grandsire's Miriartak, king of the Irish Green. Heart-stopping, right? He storms in, demands the truth. Out it spills. Royal blood, raided halls, a life stolen. Her status bumps up a notch, no more kitchen drudge. But free, laughable. She stays chained to Iceland's ice, miles from emerald shores she'd never touch again. Olaf grows into a peacock-strutting chieftain, sails home to Ireland loaded with silks and swords. Meets Grandpa, gets the royal nod. But Melora dies in exile, heart 1,000 miles away. Bought for a fortune, hidden in plain sight, revealed too late. What would you do, listener? Lock your voice away like that? Or scream until the fjords echoed? Number 3, the Abbess of Coldingham, 870 AD. Northumbria's stormy shores, Scotland's edge. Autumn winds howling like banshees. The great heathen army, 5 years of English terror, swings north. Led by Ragnar's wolf cubs, Ivar the Boneless, boneless in body but iron in cruelty, and Halfdan, his blade-happy brother. Their bullseye, Coldingham Monastery, a cliff-perched haven for monks and nuns, staring down the North Sea's fury. Abbess Ebba the Younger, yeah, that's her, from 13th century monk Matthew Paris's unflinching Flores Historiarum. She sees the dragon prows slicing the waves, knows the drill, Viking hits on holy houses. Not just loot and slaughter, worse, the rapes, systematic, soul-shredding. In their God-fearing eyes, that violation, eternal stain, worse than the grave. Ebba's no shrinking violet, gathers her sisters in the chapter house, stone walls closing like a tomb. Razor in hand, imagine the glint, she slashes. Nose gone, upper lip shredded, face a crimson ruin. Do it, she commands, make yourselves horrors to their lust. One by one, they obey, blades bite, blood flows. When the Vikings crash through, axes splintering oak, roars shaking the rafters, they burst in expecting easy prey. Instead, a circle of mutilated defiance, faces like war masks from hell, cheated, furious, no mercy. They barricade the doors, stack the beams, torch it all. Flames roar up. Ebba and her nuns, burned alive, choosing pyre over violation. Their ashes mingle with cliff soot, unbowed to the end. Burned, buried, but unbreakable. Holy crap, right? In a world of axes and oaths, that's devotion dialed to 11. Would you grab the blade, or beg the gods for lightning? If this raw history's got you leaning in, subscribe, folks. Best way to fuel more dives like this. And comment your spot. NYC High-Rise. Scottish Highlands. Your voices keep the fire lit. Sourced tight. Matthew Paris's Chronicle, digs from Viking digs. No fluff. Back to the blood. Number 4, the Women of Canterbury, 1011 AD. Kent's beating heart, England's church crown. 3 years of Danish hellfire under Thorkel the Tall. Massive beard, massive raids. King Ethelred the Unready. His Danegeld bribes, backfired big, just whetted the appetite. September 1011, siege on Canterbury. Walls hold 20 days, defenders clawing like cornered wolves. Anglo-Saxon chronicle spills it. Betrayed inside by Elfmar, a wretch Archbishop Elfhere once spared. Gates swing wide, Vikings swarm, chronicles brutal. Snatch Elfhere, Elfhere the Reeve, Leofrun Abbess of St. Mildbur's, Godwin Bishop of Rochester. Whole brass, secular, holy, cuffed, cathedral sacked. Most folks, sworded down. But the noblewomen, Elfhere, Leofrun, Spared. Why? Value, baby. Hostages. High-stakes poker chips. Month's drag. Elf here. Stubborn saint. No church coin for my chains, he roars. April 1012, Greenwich feast. Vikings sloshed on mead. Bones fly like insults. Then thwack. Axe to the skull. Martyr made. The women, their nightmares quieter but teeth chatteringly real. Part of the buyout. Next year, £48,000 of silver, insane haul, to shoe Thorkel's hoard. Their freedom? Baked in that payout, lives tallied like tax ledgers, pawns in empire chess. Survival, hinged on silver stacks and captor moods, captured, ransomed, faded to footnotes. Think about it. You traded for treasure, worth your weight in coins, or just a whim away from the blade. Number 5. The Captives of Dumbarton Rock, 870 AD. Strathclyde's Iron Heart, Scotland's west. While Halfdan and Ivar barbecue monasteries east, another pack hits from the waves. Olaf the White, Dublin's Norse boss, and his sidekick Ivar. Target? Alt Clut, the Clyde's Rock, your Dumbarton Rock today. Volcanic beast, near unclimbable, capital of ancient Strathclyde Britons. 4 months, siege like a vice. Can't scale, starve 'em, cut the water. Annals of Ulster, 120 days, well runs bone dry. Defenders crack, throats roar, surrender on knees. Winter on the Clyde, Olaf and Ivar tally spoils. Spring 871, 200 ships, bellies bloated with gold and groans. Back to Dublin, great booty in people, Angles, Britons, Picts. King Arthgal, caged. His queen, court ladies, thralls now, rank, dust, Arthgal. Slit in Dublin on Olaf's nod. The women, human freight to the market. This raid, not side hustle, main event. Slaving, organized like a factory. Sieged, thirsted out. Shipped like sacks. Scale hits you. One rock, hundreds enslaved. For every sword swing, a life ledgered. Ever wonder if your hometown fort could have held, or crumbled the same? Number 6. The Wives of the Settlers, late 9th century. Iceland's barren birth. Landnámabók, the Book of Settlements, sells it as explorer epic. Bold Norse fleeing kings, claiming ice paradise. Freedom quest. But flip the page. Truth's uglier, built on stolen bones. Saga of Ingimund the Old, Norwegian hotshot, pre-Iceland, raids Ireland with his crew. Landnámabók's blunt, returned with captives. 1. Irish noble, Melkorka. Wait, that's our girl from before. No, another layer, but spotlight refregard. Snatched by raider Hevard Sorkvir, dragged to Iceland's gales, forced wife in a sod hut. Chieftain Kettle Flatnose, settles Kirkjubar, Christian holdout, no pagans allowed. But bloodlines, twisted with Irish thrall moms. DNA doesn't lie, modern labs confirm Icelandic Y chromosomes. Mostly Norse dads, but mtDNA, 63% Irish-Scottish moms. The numbers scream, for every farm carved from lava, a woman ripped from Heather Hills. Unwilling brides, forced mothers. Nation's bedrock, laid in chains, plundered, carted, replanted against their will. Myth busted, no peaceful pioneers. This was empire on estrogen theft. Imagine your blood forging a country you hated. Legacy or curse? Number 7. The Lady of the Oseberg Ship, 834 AD. Vestfold's fjord hush, Norway's heart. 1904. Workers scrape a mound near Oslo's waters. Boom. Oseberg ship, 21 meters of oak dragon, coiled serpent prow gleaming. Blue clay mummy, pristine. Inside, royalty's send-off, carved cart, sleds like sleighs from Narnia, beds draped in silk, chests bursting tapestries, 15 horse skeletons, 4 hounds. Dated summer 834, dendro magic. 2 women in the chamber, elder, 70s, 80s, cancer-riddled bones screaming power. Queen, vulva priestess, unclear. But the younger, 50-ish, long-assumed loyal handmaid, tagging to Valhalla. Science flips it. Mitochondrial DNA, haplogroup. U7, Scandinavia, rare as hen's teeth. Black Sea, Iran, her homeland. Bone isotopes, diet flips late life to elite Norse protein. Salmon, seals, not steppe grains. Truth, chilling. Eastern noble, raided east, shipped west. Thrall in the queen's shadow, fancy chains sure, but chains. Mistress croaks, younger follows, sacrificed, ritual blade, or honor noose. Tomb splendor, queen's flex, not hers, bound in life, buried in death, forgotten echo. Possession's endgame, but wait, the echoes linger. 2009, Dorset, England. Road crew for Olympics unearths Ridgeway Hill pit. 54 young men, skulls heaped like trophies, bodies dumped. Circa 1000 AD, teeth isotopes, all Scandinavian, one Arctic far north. Viking squad, nabbed and neck-hacked by Anglo pushback. Rare win for the locals, but flip the chronicles. Annals of Ulster, Anglo-Saxon tallies. Flooded with women snatches, not man massacres. For every ditched crew, fleet's freight home with wombs as cargo. Invisible gold, true war winnings. Names, dust, value, silver-scaled, loss, infinite. So what sticks with you? Which fate claws deepest? Hit comments. Subscribe for more unvarnished Viking veins. History's not heroes, it's the hidden heartbreaks.